Welcome back to a little bit of Common Crazy. My name is Jennifer and today I am excited to share with you some more Valentine DIY projects. I am all about creating super easy and super fun Valentine projects. I didn't have much, I've said that before, and so I am needing to create things in order to decorate my home. I'm having a lot of fun decorating for the different holidays and seasons. And as I create different things to decorate, of course, I'm bringing you along and showing you the things that I made. I was really excited because burlapfabric.com was so nice and they sent me over some stuff. This is not a sponsored video, but they were kind enough to send me some things. And so you're gonna see some of those items over the next couple of weeks. But I wanted to show you everything that they sent me and tell you a little bit about them just in case you're interested and would want to go on there and get anything yourself. So the very first thing that they sent me was this 2-inch burlap. I really wanted a more narrow burlap for some of my projects, and so this was perfect. Well, not all of these, but this roll came 100 yards, and you can tell, or maybe you can't, that I've already actually used some of these in some of the projects that I will be showing you. So I was really excited to have this. They also sent over this 6-inch burlap. This is their premium. So it has this finished edge on it. And again, this also came in 100 yards. So who I think would really benefit from going on their website would be anyone that crafts a lot like I do, if you really use burlap and things like that a lot, or if you're throwing an event where you would need something. So I have a friend that recently threw a luncheon for her son. He was getting married, and she was doing it for 150 people, and the tables were beautiful, but it was like burlap runners and jars wrapped in twine and all of that kind of stuff. This would have been a really good website for her to visit to get everything that she needed. And so if you know anyone like that, I think that this would be a fabulous website to visit. I will leave a link to their website below so you can go and check them out. But let me show you just a couple more things so you know what I got. Oh, I got this huge, it's called Jute Webbing. I love it. It is thicker than I thought it was by just looking. Maybe I just don't know how thick jute webbing is, but I didn't realize it would be so thick. But you saw in probably the thumbnail what I've already done with this. I'm really excited to have it, and this came in 72 yards, so lots of projects in my future. I also got this twine, which I'm really excited, and I'll make sure I leave links to all of this stuff too, so you can see specifically what it is that I grabbed, and you can look at that. And the last thing is a pack of these cute little, these are little linen bags. It comes with 12. And I just think they're really cute. And again, this is another one you will see in today's video. So I am so excited to show you all of these projects. If you're new to my channel or you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do so you don't miss any of my videos coming up. And let's just jump right on into the projects. So all three of these projects are super easy. You will need a piece of scrap wood for the very first project. This is pallet wood, or you can absolutely go to Home Depot or Lowe's and grab a piece of wood from there. I grabbed these letters from Walmart. They're in the crafting section. Some red paint as well as a brown paint. I am using this Wax in Antique. So I start off by painting my wood red, and after I get it all painted on the front as well as all the sides, I do let it set aside for a couple of hours before I move on to the next step. Then I go in with my brown wax in the antique. I'm going to take that kind of in a dry brush method. I want it to be just kind of loosely on here. I want the red to still really show through, so I'm not being super precise with this. I just want a really light, thin coat. And then I actually go back in with my cloth and even wipe off the excess. Again, I do this to the front as well as the sides, and then once I have it all done, I set it aside for a few hours for it to dry before I move on to the next step. So once it dries, I go ahead and I lay my letters on the board, and I just get the placement of where I want them. They are closer to the bottom because I will be adding some twine towards the top in a little bit. And then I take my wood glue and place it on the letters. And again, once I have the glue on all of the letters, I do give it a couple hours in order for it to dry. And it does take a full 24 hours, they say, but within a couple hours, you can move the board around. So once the letters have set up, it's time for me to add the twine to the top. I just take my twine and I just wrap it around the board. I don't even know how many times exactly I wrap it around. I wrap it around until I get to the point where I like it. And once I get there, then I just take it, roll it over towards the back and tie a little bitty knot. So for the finishing touch, I just want to add a bow. So I take the twine, I wrap it around my fingers in order to create that little shape, and then I take another piece of twine, I wrap it around the center in order to create the bow. So once I've wrapped it around a few times, again, I tie that into a little knot to secure it, and then I just trim off the excess and hot glue it on top of the twine that I wrapped around the board. And then there you have it, a super cute and easy Valentine love sign. To be honest, this is something that I would keep up all year round. For project number 2, I will be using the jute webbing. I will also grab a rope in just a little bit. So I'm taking the jute and I'm cutting it 6 inches in length, and I'm just using my rotary cutter. So the number of pieces that you will need will depend on how long you want your banner to be. And so I put my banner on my mantle of my fireplace, and so I cut out a total of 9 for mine, but again, it just depends on where you would be hanging this. So after I cut out all 9 pieces, I am now going to cut a little ducktail in each one of these. So I measure up 1.5 inches using a T-square ruler, and then I cut from the bottom corners up to that point. And after that, I use the triangle that I cut out in order to measure my other ones and know exactly where I need to start. When you fold it over and you cut down, then you make sure that you're getting that even cut on all your little ducktail pieces. Once I have all 9 cut out, now it is a time to attach it to my rope. Well, actually, this is hemp. It's a little bit thinner than your traditional rope. So I'm finding the center point on my rope, and then I'm going to be folding over the webbing and using hot glue in order to attach it. Now I'm being very careful in order to place the hot glue so that I don't get it on any of the hemp. I want to be able to maneuver my webbing up and down the hemp, and so that I can space my banner as needed, and that it's not just, I don't know if that's making any sense. I want to be able to move my banner pieces, and so I don't want them actually attached to the hemp. I want the pieces to go right on over. So I go ahead and I attach all 9 of my banner pieces just like that, and then it is absolutely ready for me to hang it up on my mantle of my fireplace. And I love this. Not only will I use it for Valentine's Day, but I could use it for other holidays as well, including like 4th of July, even Christmas if I wanted to. So for the last project, I'm taking one of these linen bags and some stamps. Now you can grab any stamps you want. I wanted heart stamps for this and some black tuxedo ink in order to stamp it on here. So I just make sure that I get my stamp nice and juicy, make sure that the ink is completely covering everything, and then I take it and I press it on to the linen piece, and I just hold it down firmly, making sure that I make contact with every piece so that I get a nice, good, solid impression. What I really love about doing something like this is it personalizes it, and it makes the perfect little bag for a gift. I actually plan on using these for little Valentine gifts to give to my kids' teachers, and I couldn't be happier. I just think it turned out so cute. Again, I want to thank burlapfabric.com for sending me over these items so that I could play with them and create these super fun and cute crafts. I would love to know if you do have a favorite one, if you'll let me know that in the comments below. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.